Okay, boys, so I'm gonna show you live how to find the best winning ads straight from the ad library, then flip them into better versions using nothing but ChatGPT. It's not expensive, no endless brainstorming, and you don't even need to be that creative. We're turning proven winners and making them better. And I'll show you exactly how I run this process. So by the end of this video, you'll have a repeatable system to create high converting ads in any vertical of pay-per-lead. So let's get straight into it, right? So here we're doing a very niche vertical that's called PCP. It essentially is, right, the context is a lot of the car insurance or car lender companies in the UK have been basically scamming consumers by not being transparent about some fees. And now a lot of these people, right, that have worked with these car lenders, they can get a portion of that money back. So on average, they can get a refund of £700 to £1,500, right, according to like the financial institutions of the UK. And now that we look at the best performing ads, just go PCP, right? You type in this specific keyword that's associated with the vertical, and you can see, okay, the first two are just like some simple static ads. You got some refund amounts, and to really dive into it, what's catching their attention, right, is they're first seeing that total potential refund. It just like say, okay, what can I get a refund amount on? And then they see the UK driving announcement and just read this message. It kind of looks, I mean, if you saw this on your feed, you'd be interested as well, right? If you had a car finance agreement from 2007 to 2024, which is a very big time range, so there are billions upon billions of refunds, right? And that's how we marketers connect the people that are basically don't even know about this, don't know that's happening, that they could get free money to the law firms. So that's the context. And this ad seems to be performing exceptionally well. So let's take a look.
Imagine there was a tool that showed you every car you've had on finance and what you could be owed. Well, there is, and it's called Car Claim Check. In just 60 seconds, you could find out if you are owed up to £1,750. There's no need to remember any registration plates or dig for any paperwork.
So, right, it only takes 30 seconds, and he also reverses the risk by saying you don't need your license plates, yada yada, right? Up to 750. So he really stresses, right? It's not such a big, unbelievable amount, and it gets people interested because it's free money, right?
There's no need to remember any registration plates or dig
So that's a risk reversal right there.
for any paperwork.
Or dig for any paperwork. So it's easy, fast, takes you 30 seconds, right? And the click through rate. So how many people out of 100 people click on the video must be very high here.
And it only takes 60 seconds to check. It's fast, easy, and secure. Click the link to check below.
Fast, easy, and secure, and adding the like benefits again. So I really like this ad. I'm gonna save it to Get Hooked, which is the ad saving tool that I use to download ads and take inspiration from, essentially. And in Get Hooked, we can basically download this particular video, right? So after we download it, let me just quickly download it. And then after we download it, what we should do, right, is pull in the transcript of this video, because it's essentially a very well written and proven script, right? How we know it's proven is because in the ad library, the first few ads that pop up, they get sorted by viewer count. So those are the ads that have been viewed the most times, and they've been spent the most money on, which is, you wouldn't spend money on ads if they didn't make your return on investment, right? So these are the ads that are printing money right now in this specific vertical. And what we're going to do is we're going to take that winning script, try to make it even better using ChatGPT, and let Sora, right, the best AI UGC like software, create AI UGC ad from it that's seemingly even more aggressive and better than currently one of the best running ads on the ad library, right? So that's essentially the process that we're going to utilize. And now let's go into the turbo scribe. Essentially, that basically is a transcription software that allows us to pull in the specific transcript of this winning ad, right? So let me quickly search for it. There we go. And we can just pull that in. So we're gonna be building everything out live so you guys can see what's going on behind the scene and how easy it is now if you're using the right tech stack and tools, so to say. Right. So there we go. Just waiting on it. All right. So you can go on the media, and then basically here you can see the transcript. You copy paste it into a Google Doc essentially. Okay. Why can't I copy paste it? That's stupid. And ultimately, what we can do is take that winning script, right? Imagine it was a tool that showed you every car you've had on finance and what you could be owed, essentially. So, super good hook. And then we're going to put it into a custom ChatGPT that I had built specifically to prompt Sora prompts, essentially, to make it as real as it gets, right? So AI UGC content that feels real, that feels organic, because the more you try to sell on Meta, the more consumers don't want to do anything with you, right? You need to make it look like you're just like somebody that's filming a video on their iPhone, super organic, right? And you're just like solid giving advice. Even though like obviously young people will know it's an ad, they'll still click on it because it's just human psychology for us to want and be curious about something if we're getting like genuine value. And the hook is super important, right? An exceptional hook makes all the difference in the video. It's like where you should be putting 80% of the effort of your video on, because if they don't get hooked within the first 3 seconds, your ad spend is going to be wasted. So think of it as 80 cents of the dollar is being spent on your hook, because the average view count is 4 or 5 seconds anyways, and then they click on it. So some of the rules we have here, right? If you go into my Telegram chat down below, I can also send you guys the script, which is super nice, and then you can kind of build out your own ChatGPT to make Sora prompts using your own like kind of rules, but I can give you the foundational framework for it. So using handheld reality rules, only one hand unless explicitly allowed, to make it seem more natural. Uneven grip pressure, jerks, wrist fatigue, slight drops, missed buttons. So everything to make it not too perfect, but imperfect, so it seems natural. And also to basically prompt the audio a bit to make it look good. And specifically, there are some tools that you can make to make the audio smoother. The one of the huge problems with AI UGC is that the audio sometimes is just really bad quality. But Sora actually gives you decent quality audio, right? The only downside is it's kind of restricted to 15-second videos. So we need to kind of make a UGC AI ad under 15 seconds that gets straight to the point and delivers value and makes people curious enough to click on the button below. So let's get on, and then we're just going to say, dear ChatGPT, this is the script that we will be using to target anybody who has been basically scammed by the car lending car financing companies in the UK. So please make this hook even more aggressive, spiking curiosity, and also keep everything under 15 seconds. The whole script that is okay. Don't mind my typing skills, I just suck at typing. But anyways, also another tip that I have for you guys is use like whisper flow, right? It's basically you click on a button and you can speak everything out instead of typing it if you suck at typing, which I completely do. It's like a really good company. So I essentially told it this, and here it spat out quick one. If you've ever financed a car in the UK, could have been missold and not even know about it. There's a tool that checks every car you've had, no regulations, no paperwork. People are finding out they're owed up to £1,750. It takes 60 seconds. Check it now before they quietly keep your money. So this part is really nice. Would make me like slightly angry, which is great because you want to invoke a lot of emotion in the viewer of an advertisement. And quick one, if you have ever financed a car in the UK, you could have been missold. and not even know about it. So you could probably take this the wrong way, right, and interpret it wrong. So I made a version that is, should be adapted to the PCP claim. So quick one, if you've ever had a car on PCP, the dealer could have secretly added commission to your deal, right? So you would be pretty pissed off if you heard that. Most people have no idea. Okay, that's great because I'm one of the first, right? Like obviously this happens just subconsciously, but there's a tool that checks every PCP agreement you've had. No regulations, no paperwork. It could be owed up to this. Take sec, yeah, check it now before they keep it. So very short, compact, but very good ad. So we can definitely use this. And this version I like as well. So bought a car on PCP, you might have been overcharged without being told. So dealers were adding hidden commissions into finance deals, and most people never notice. There's a tool that checks everything in 60 seconds. You could be owed up to 70, 50. Go check now. So those two are really good scripts actually that could convert very well. Bought a car on PCP, very very like catches the viewer's attention. Okay, because it just calls them out right directly, and you also always want to be calling out your ideal target segment. So I told it to make 5 hooks based on their emotions, right? So anger, betrayal, bought your car on PCP. There's a chance the dealer quietly added commission without telling you, and you paid for it, right? So that makes people pretty like I'd be pissed off. Most people use PCP finance and don't realize this. You might have yeah I like the first one better because it's just more confrontational, and you want to be like spiking people's emotions so they view your advertisement, so to say, right? If you had a PCP deal and haven't checked this, you could be leaving up to 1750 sitting with the finance company. Thousands of UK drivers are not checking their PCP deals because they found hidden commission in finance, right? So social proof is it's decent, right? Because like thousands of, but you can kind of combine those two in the same script. Authority insider. So I want a script with the first hook, but using social proof element in the body. And then okay, here we're going to basically tell it to make us the Sora prompt so we can feed it into Sora and see how the results are. And you, basically what is ideal is the environment matters, right? So you just want to, I just imagine somebody leaving a car dealership and they're like angry and frustrated, right? Because that catches attention. That's something different. Spikes in motion, and how they basically say the hook should match exactly how the UGC actor is acting, right? So then this scenario should be an angry uh, customer who is leaving a car dealership and holding his iPhone out to basically film a video with, the script. He should be very angry and pissed off, with fury burning in his voice. All right, that seems good enough. Make a 15-second Sora, not Dora script. Oh my god. Like how bad I am at typing should be illegal. Yeah, all I do is stare at the screen. But so it spat out Sora 2 prompt, rear iPhone camera POV, man in his late 30s storms out of a UK car dealership into grey overcast forecourt. Um, iPhone POV, or car CBC starts mid, slightly out of rear. Okay, so he's basically walking and out of breath and angry, pissed off, going out of the car dealership, right? So the visual realism prompts are also here. You can just skip it. I don't want to read it. And then we just copy paste. So now is the fun part, right? We copy paste it into Sora, and then boom, we just let Sora do the job. And we're not using Sora to specifically make the video, right? We have Kia API for it. It's a Chinese company, so that's how you know you can trust them because Chinese people are freaking smart. And I'm an exception. I'm like only half smart. But Here you can basically use all of the top-notch models for a fraction of the price because Chinese people are not that greedy, right? The lesson there, they're actually, no, they're actually pretty greedy. Okay, they're actually really greedy, but they understand if they make it cheaper, you're gonna be more likely to use it. So they're essentially good business people, so to say. And I think they have like an affiliate link, so I can include it. So you should definitely use them. But yeah, no, I'm just like obviously joking, or am I? But anyways, they're definitely gonna. No, this is what I'm. Fuck, bro. I need to cut this shit out. How the cut? Yeah, okay. So I'm using them, right? So you should use them as well, because they're actually really freaking good and cheap. And I'm using their specific Sora 2 Pro API. And what I'm essentially doing is I'm testing it in the native Sora environment because here it is like free or at least a fraction of the cost, and it takes like 30 seconds to generate it. However, so I made two other ads like yesterday. However, in Kia API, you need to pay like $3 for a single video, and it could be the case that your video sucks, so you wasted $3, right? So you want to be essentially testing out the environment in Sora to make sure that the video actually looks good. It's an environment you want. It feels real. The script is on point, how he delivers it, and then use the same prompt and then go into Kia API and just put it in. And it takes like it's like $3 per video. So if you make 10 videos, put it into a winning ad set, it costs you $30. But usually out of 10, like you'll have one winner if you're using the strategy, which is super nice. So yeah, and I would always recommend to use the Pro text to video, and not the Pro image to video because it's never worked out really well with the image to video. So I see that the text to video is a bit more precise. And another strategy I've always used is if you need AI UGC models, just go onto Pinterest, right? You can just search for the AI UGC actors or like the real people that you want to have your AI UGC actors modeled after in Sora. And what you can do is reverse engineer it. So basically, copy paste it into ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT to make a prompt of how this specific person looks like from Pinterest, right? And then you can use that prompt. And it's not going to spit out like an exact one-to-one person, but it's quite good and very similar.
Bought your car on PCP. There's a chance the dealer quietly added commission without telling you, and you paid for it. I just found out loads of people across the UK are checking this. Some are getting money back. There's a tool that checks everything in 60 seconds. I'm checking mine right now.
So you can see here that I think he talks way too fast, so I need to slow him down a bit, but then we have 15 seconds to fit this in, right? So let's change the script up a bit. So make sure he is not so much out of breath that we can barely understand him talking. He should be angry but not talk too fast. So cut the script accordingly to fit within 15 seconds. So that's how you can kind of tell, right? That's why you should not go into Kia immediately. You should always try it out in Sora and see if the video is up to standard because you can here still make changes to the prompt. And besides, Sora takes like 2 minutes, 3 minutes maximum, and Kia take it's such a weird name. Oh my god, Kia takes like 15 minutes to generate a single video, and this is like mostly free. So you should be testing, testing, testing until you get a winner that you think looks excellent and is believable, and then you can basically use Kia to pump out the video. And what's great about this application is that it also has a specific tool that can remove the watermark, right? So you can remove the watermark, which is kind of super cool. So essentially, how the updated script looks like is bought your car on PCP. There's a chance the dealer quietly added commission and you pay for it, so it pisses you off. Loads of people in the UK are checking this right now. Some are getting money back. The tool takes 60 seconds. I'm checking mine, right? And the end product looks somewhat like this, and it's Beautiful.
Bought your car on PCP. There's a chance the dealer quietly added commission without telling you, and you paid for it. I've just found out loads of people across the UK are checking this. Some are getting money back. There's a tool that checks everything in 60 seconds. I'm checking mine right now.
So he's low-key a bit pissed off, right? But also not too much. And he's coming out of the car dealership because environment in an ad obviously like it adds realism, right? And if I saw this and I was just like brain rotting on Instagram, I would believe it was real. So that's the power of Sora. Really hope OpenAI doesn't take it down. But yeah, anyways, I have a Telegram chat, so join it. Ask me questions. You're free to do so. School community coming up, and DMs are open on Instagram.